Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Golden State Warriors. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jaylen Brown.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Now Golden State's starting five. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Boston, Pritchard and White are their guards. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. Hey, Stan, given that we're in the late portion of the season, what would you advise the playoff-bound team?
Well, it's really simple, Kevin. Make sure you're healthy and playing your best basketball. Seriously, if you can accomplish both those things, you've got a shot at a deep run in the postseason.
And here's Tatum for 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And it's Green missing. Brown against Butler. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
Pass to Green. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Pass to Brown. Vucevic is screen on Butler. Brown outside. Porzingis with the rebound. To the inside. Green kicks to Porzingis. And the Warriors miss again. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Tatum looking around. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
And sometimes, Stan, lost in everything he has done for his team, Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill, we tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything.
Podziemski with it, light covering, tries the spin move. Curry attacking, converts after the nice spin.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We talked about the mindset needed when squaring off against Jimmy Butler, and Coach said Jimmy is a firecracker. You don't want to set him off or he could explode in your face. I told our guys just to focus on the game and not get any extra motivation out there. We'll see if they prevent Butler from popping off. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Celtics trail by 5. Vucevic setting the pick for Tatum. Shot to stop the run. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Come on.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Porzingis. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his third assist on the night. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some changes here for the Celtics. Sam Hauser's checked in for Derek White, and it's Gonzalez in for Pritchard. .136 left to play here in the first. On the wing, Brown. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Warriors leading by 7. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Vucevic. Gonzalez passes to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by Golden State.
Pass to Spencer. Back to Melton. Stolen away. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Tatum passes to Vucevic. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Well, moving Vucevic inside is like trying to move a brick wall.
Melton against Brown. On the wing, Melton. No scoring in this one. Spencer's shot is off. And here's Tatum for wow! Huge!
No.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Here's Pritchard. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Butler out there with Moody. Then there's Horford. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Spencer in at the point guard position. Banked in off the glass.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And it's the Warriors' ball. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserve where the gap in play was felt.
And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Back to you, Kevin.
One of the best for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Celtics making a switch here. White's checked in and making our way toward the finish line. This is a great time to check out the new power rankings. Take a look at the Warriors. They sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And I think for the Celtics, they're playing consistent basketball right now. Just what a team wants to do at this stage of the season. You want to go into the postseason knowing who you are and what you're capable of.
Nice.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. The Warriors shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Back to Butler. For the 3. The rebound by Caden.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
White, good.
Well, you know, White is quietly one of the league's most effective finishers on the drive.
Butler on the attack.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. It's up a 3. And Spencer pulls it down. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Suns. Well, they're passing to Spencer. Right side, Butler. Inside, out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. From outside, off the mark. The Celtics have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's White. Yep, that one goes. White's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
I like how composed White is. Even with the contact, he stays locked in.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Different look here for the Warriors. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. We take a look at the Warriors. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that.
And seeing where the Warriors are, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team could take it to another level if they get rolling.
Chalk up 2 there, and it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
At one time, pretty much just a 3-point specialist, Sam Hauser, coach, is now cranking up the defense.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can come into the league and maybe carve out a niche with just one skill. But usually what you have to do is take that one skill and build on it so that you can be a consistent rotation player.
Nice.
Sam Hauser has done that, and as you said, he's added the defense to his shooting ability.
And so here is Golden State following the 3-pointer by Boston. Porzingis finds Butler. Outside Curry. Fires from way outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
Come on.
And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And that game against the Hawks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Rudy's checked in for the Warriors. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And it's good, 2 points. White's got 6 points.
And the length of White is kind of surprising. He's got about a 6'8" wingspan, and that helps him down low.
Pass to Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Pritchard. Curry can't get it to go. Astounding for Golden State. They won that game against the Wizards in Washington. The shot's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Podziemski. Light covering. Vucevic against Porzingis. Here's Curry with the 3. Another miss by Curry. Boston leading by 6. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Tatum kicks to Brown. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Boston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Well, Coach Mazzulla, a pretty good start for you guys. As we look at the second half, what's the message in the locker room?
Just continue to do what we do. We had great points when they were making tough shots and they went on a run. I thought we played well, we executed. And then once we get to our spacing and our early offense, we're hard to guard.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here. And we'll be right back with you after this break.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. Let's hear it for our contestants.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they've come up a little short of expectations. The talent is unquestioned, but their focus has been wavering. The consistency just hasn't been there. That said, I sure wouldn't want to meet them in the playoffs, though.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Celtics.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast. Getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set.
Says the Jet. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum out there with Vucevic, and it's Pritchard in at the point guard. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. So it's the Warriors now, after the miss from Vucevic. Curry setting the pick for Butler. To the hoop, Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
Yeah, Butler's getting whatever he wants right now. He knows how to dissect the defense as well as anyone.
Pritchard with the ball, guarded by Curry. And the dunk by Tatum.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Warriors trail by 6. Curry passes to Butler. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Here's Curry. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Outside Tatum. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Pass to Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Warriors shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. To win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go. Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
So it's Boston now. They lead by 1. Brown with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Brown gets it done inside.
Look, Brown's a great athlete. I love to see him work inside.
Butler against Brown. Butler deciding where to go with it. Rebound by the Celtics.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Vucevic, Porzingis with the block.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Celtics. The Warriors also with a sub. Al Horford is checked in for Green. Free throw drops for Vucevic.
Well, he's as steady as they come at the big man position. Vucevic is someone you can count on to help you shoulder some of the offensive load.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Warriors trail by 5. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The shot by Curry, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pritchard passes to Vucevic, and Horford pulls it down.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
56 seconds left to play in the third. Now Pritchard. He's got 7. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Inside. Tatum automatic.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Podziemski. Butler kicks to Horford. 3-pointer. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react. But
nice.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, Peyton Pritchard. At the line with 1 shot.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. There's a good screen. Clock is at 3. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's the Celtics. They lead by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr out there with Horford. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Moody. And it's Spencer in at the point. Round the pass to Queta. Misses from close range. Warriors shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. pass to Butler. To take the lead. And here is Horford. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Back to Brown. Good on the shot. And the Celtics lead by 2.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Making a change here. Curry's checked in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Allie, thank you so much. To take the lead, it's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half on the clock into it.
Hey, Brown can sky with the best of them. Terrific athlete.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Here's Curry. Milton with the ball from downtown. And they recover it.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Some changes for Golden State. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Green comes in for Moses Moody. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for DeAnthony Melton. Austin with the ball. A 2-point game. Brown with a screen on Green. Down low. And finished off by Brown.
Nice.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Curry. Oh, Curry so accurate from 3-point range.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Vucevic. Oh, what an assist, leading him to the bucket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
No good. Celtics leading by 3. Outside Brown. Picked by Vucevic. Lets it go from 14. It's off. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Well, no one wanted to take that more than Butler. He's got the heart of the champion.
Brown outside. Tatum with the screen on Butler. Not that time. It won't go. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Butler outside. No problem with the wide open Jay.
And you can see the leadership there that Butler possesses. Commanding the rock on important possessions here down the stretch.
And yeah, it's good.
Well, we all know this about Jaylen Brown. He will work incredibly hard to get the big bucket.
Here's Porzingis. Count it!
Well, you see the trust they have in Porzingis. Timely basket.
Tatum on the wing. By Green. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
The Warriors trail. Here's Butler. Off target from outside. Butler outside. Curry fires. The long shot. No good. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag. That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. The big jumper.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Those are some veteran instincts there by Vooch. Knowing the situation and giving his team needed points.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, Nikola Vucevic. At the line for 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. 16 seconds left in the fourth. And what's their best move at this point?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Buries the jumper.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Green outside. The 3 is off, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Come on.
Third personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for 2, Nikola Vucevic.
2 shots. Last on the first.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up, along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And a chance here to check out some stats for him.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. And for the Grizzlies, we've got Jackson, Santi Aldama out there with Zach Edey. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Coward in at the 2. Doris, when you look at the numbers for both of these teams, you have to be impressed with their assist totals.
Oh, my goodness, yes. No hero ball in this one. These are two groups that are focused on moving the ball and getting as many high percentage looks as they possibly can.
Edey with a screen on Pritchard. To the middle. Tipped away. Vucevic with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. White can't hit. Here's Coward. Jackson for 3. He buries it from 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly. A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, the Grizzlies head coach and I were able to chat. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. So it's the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by Boston. Good work defensively by White. For Boston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
Morant, and a nice finish on the layup. Morant's got his second basket.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
And here's Brown for 3. Aldama grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Kept alive. Pass to Coward. And here's Aldama. Pounded by Tatum. Edey with a screen on Pritchard. Here's Morant. Cashes in the 12-footer. Morant's got 6.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
To the inside. Here's Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, a legit threat to finish it with authority.
Memphis leading. Morant looking for an opening. And there's the drive. Got a hand on it. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. And the jam by Brown.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Over to the left wing. And that one's good. Coward.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. quick check of the 2K leaderboard. Here are the toughest defenses to score against. Number 1, the Celtics.
Well, allowing the fewest points per game in the entire league, this defense has been absolutely dominant. Give the coaches a ton of credit. Players are skilled and motivated. You've got good schemes. Very tough to score against this bunch.
Here's Gonzalez to the paint. It's tipped. Tatum shot is good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Here's Coward, defended by Brown. Inside, here's Jackson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
A minute 15 left in the first. Gonzalez passes to Hauser. Knocks down the triple. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. A moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
Here's Jerome. Outside for Moran. Misses a 3. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Gonzalez. No points so far. Here's Tatum. Count the bucket.
Nice.
Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A. Attacking in the painted area. Clearly, that was their game plan coming in.
Outside Tatum. 30 seconds left in the first quarter here. Knocks it down from distance. And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. Morant finds Jerome. Now Wells fires for 3. Can't get it to drop. Here's Gonzalez. He's covered by Jerome. Count that one.
All right.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
From deep 3-point range. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's the Celtics up by 6. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Well, Doris, offensive rebounding was down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Brian, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting your defense at a deficit.
We've got Brandon Clark, Jalen Wells out there with Ty Jerome, and it's Spencer in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Jerome, following the bucket by Boston. The shot, no good. Nice D from Pritchard. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Brian, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams changing it up here. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Now here's Pritchard. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And here's the schedule for the Memphis Grizzlies. Saturday, they'll be playing against LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. And then Monday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Grizzlies trail by 9. Looking to get it going. Morant in the paint. Morant puts it in.
And that's Morant for you. Not suddenly. When he sees the opening, he goes for it.
Here's White. Good D by Clark.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
And that one's good. Coward. Coward's got 5. Boston leading by 5. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Queta gets the bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Pass to Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Here's Garza. Now White. 8 points in his last time out. 5 on the clock. Garza passes to White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Nice.
They're finding ways to get the
Very
ball
nice.
into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Changes for Memphis. Edey comes in for Clark, and Aldama subbed in for Jerome. Boston also changing it up. Jason Tatum comes in for Hauser, and it's Jaylen Brown in for Pritchard. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Down low. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Jackson for 3. The rebound, Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
They were really able to exploit that defense. I mean, getting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Here's Jackson following the 3 by Boston. Aldama right side. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Morant. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Ja Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Guys, back to you.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie, thanks for the report.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Celtics lead by 7. Here's White. White coming through.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Edey up top. High arcing shot. The shot no good. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Pass to Coward, and here's Jackson. Aldama outside. Fires the 3. Hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gone 8 for 9 here in the second. White. Aldama grabs the board. Outside Morant. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Morant's got 10.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Boston. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back after this word.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Taking a look here now at Boston, they're in good position, definitely among the top teams in the conference.
And just as important as the seeding is how you're playing down the stretch. They're trying to dial it in. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Boston Celtics.
Their efficiency on offense has been off the charts. Credit them for coming out and executing.
The players are happy. The coaches are happy. Let's see if that sticks in half number 2. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Kick it off the second half. Here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White and Brown are the wingmen. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. There's a screen. Here's Aldama. Drills it from deep. He has 7.
Guys with size who can shoot with range, that is a tough tandem to defend.
And Pritchard, here we go. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
That's good from Pritchard.
1 more.
Pritchard hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Grizzlies trail by 10. And here's Morant. 10 points for him. Takes it inside. And then Morant with the dunk.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Here's White. And Edey with a block. Here's Coward. And he lays it up and in. Coward's got 7 points in the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Brown with a screen. Here's Tatum. Grizzlies with the rebound.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Unloads from 13. That one drops for him. Coward's gotten 4 this quarter.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
White can't hit.
Come on.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Tatum, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Tatum. Shot from 12. He hits the back iron and sinks it. He's got 14.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Here's Coward. Jackson, left side. Shoots over Brown. Jackson can't get it to go. Celtics lead by 4. Right side, Pritchard. Shoots over Jackson. Pritchard, no good.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Outside Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Jackson, left side. Just 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19. And it's Morant missing. For Boston, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. A playmaker who can also score in bunches. I'm talking about Derek White, Doris.
I'm so glad you are, PA, because Derek White's big-time shot-making ability under duress of the shot clock. How many times does this guy get the ball with very little time on the clock, and he just stands calmly and delivers shot after shot?
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. is checked in for Memphis. Jerome comes in for Morant. And the Celtics also making a change. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And so it's Memphis with it. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here they come with numbers in transition. Pass to Coward. Back to Jackson. Screen by Edey. To the paint. Jackson finds Edey. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And now just a 2-point Celtic lead. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Tatum. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Brandon Clark.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous three-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
And nice. So Tatum nails both of them.
Boy, if you think about everything Jason Tatum does
Very
for his
nice.
team, it's at a high level. And he doesn't ever get the full recognition he deserves. This guy is the very definition of franchise player.
Spencer, no good. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as many as 11.
Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walked right into it.
Boston leading by 4. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
Jerome against Pritchard. Jerome with the ball. Soft touch off the glass.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And here's Brown for three. Buried from outside.
That went in on time.
I think we may get a review here. That was close.
Well, the previous play is under review.
Are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
Nice.
And they're going to take another look at the replay to make sure. But to me, it looked like he got it off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. We've got Brandon Clark. Ja Morant is out there with Ty Jerome. Then there's Jalen Wells. And it's Anderson in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Queta gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 9.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Here's Gonzalez. He's covered by Jerome.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Anderson with a screen on White. From the high post, Morant with the bucket.
Yeah, stepping in from the arc, Morant comfortable from there.
Boston leading by 9. Outside Tatum. Pass to Hauser. 3-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Wells. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Here's Queta. Yeah, that one's good.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And timeout is called by Tuomas Isalo. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. He encouraged his guys to not hold back, saying, we can do this, but it's on us. We've got to go out there and be aggressive. So that's the plan coming out of the huddle. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
On the wing, Tatum. He shoots. Ooh, the shot misses. Grizzlies trail by 10. Outside Morant. Spins. Bucket! Straight in!
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. Shoots a three. Rebounded by Vucevic.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Tatum works through the defense inside.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
Morant. Oh, the long ball, no good. Boston leading by 10. Here's Brown. Vucevic fires from 9 feet away. Count it.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
Memphis has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Morant. Yes, a Morant three.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Boston has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. That's what he wanted.
He was not about to be denied. Jaylen Brown just muscles that home.
Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant. And yes, sir. Hits the wide open J. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Brown fires. Can't get the three. Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Rebounded by Vucevic. Well, the Celtics shooting about 70% from the floor. Hard to do better than that. Brown driving to the basket.
To me, this is Jaylen Brown at his best, right? A superb player who gets to the rim in no time.
Shooting for Boston, Jaylen Brown, taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. He's perfect from behind this time. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Morant! Can't hit it.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Brown. Oh, it's off! And here's Memphis now. 11-point game. And rebounded by Tatum. Now here's Brown.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
Second team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown, taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Brown. And both free throws good for Brown. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And now, time for our player of the game, Jason Tatum.